Pearl had the lock on her door from the outside. For the moment she considered it a good thing. It wouldn't lead to a fight over the lock between her and her father. As long as that was avoided, as far as she knew, life was good. Good as that could be, anyway. She couldn't tell anyone it was a happy-go-lucky tale like a second grader would describe, but she wouldn't dare tell anyone that was a living hell. She figured that it wasn't as long as she wasn't constantly caught in a fight between life and death. Life was okay. She was surviving. The room was dark. She kept the light off to make her father think she was sleeping, even though she still figured he could hear her footsteps as she paced the room for a moment. It wasn't a big room, really. She knew people with bathrooms bigger. It was only big enough to hold her bed and her dresser, with only a week's change of clothes. There was a window with the torn cobweb gray curtains covering it. She finished pacing and crawled onto the bed. She opened the window and leaned out a bit. The town was starting to get foggy. There were less people on the street now. She didn't have a clock in the room, but she guessed it was near sundown. The door was unlocked, and Makuro closed the window. She laid down and shut her eyes. She didn't want to see what was coming. It was better that she didn't look. A hand stroked her hair. She knew what was coming. She knew that I was going to... Makuro's eyes shot open. A dream again. Damn it. Think but that. His eyes shot open a moment after Makuro. He was covered in a cold sweat, but he had to recover from the shock of the dream quickly. He gained the nerve to lash out on Makuro. What the hell are you doing sleeping next to me, breathing in my face? He growled. Your hands in between your legs. Sick. Were you touching yourself? Sure, and I'm like a buffalo in heat. Well, you're sweaty enough to be going at it hard enough. But really, what happened? Nothing. What do you care anyway? Okay, I know I'm bad with women, but I know when there's something wrong here. So what is it? Go ahead and tell me if you want to patch things up with me. If you want to have a better relationship, fine. I guess we can start now. I don't want to talk about it. Fine, I got it. He rolled over and turned his back to her. But remember, a dream's a dream. Dream's a dream. She stood up. I'm getting hungry. We've been here for at least a day. Hope there's food around. How long has it been since anyone's been in this apartment? Everything's either stale or rotten. I'd be scared to eat anything in here. Boys and girls of every age, don't you want to see something strange? Come with us and you will see. This our town of Halloween. This is Halloween. Everybody make a scene. Trick or treat to the neighbors die fright. Everybody scream. Everybody scream in our town of Halloween. She sang on, rocking back and forth on her heels. What are you singing for? She shook her head and continued singing. Krone called Krama. The redhead looked away from the television, which just finished playing the tape. He looked away from Krone. Killer. Tell me what troubles you. My name is not Killer. It's Shuichi Minamino. If that's not good enough for you, call me Kurama. Kurama growled. Shuichi is too nice of a name for you. But I suppose I will call you Kurama if it keeps you from being hostile. Tell me what troubles you then, Kurama. That tape. Is it all true? Do you know it all? Why am I asking you? Oh, that tape? Is that the one with the helpless little red-haired girl and her disgustingly obese father? How that man could find his penis to do what he did in there is what amazed me, really. There are quite a few tapes out there, and I know them all. The last one is at the Lakeview Hotel, which you'll find most disturbing, I suppose. It stars you and your poor, poor mother. But in any case, I don't care at all for this couple. Bad acting. Especially the girl who screamed the whole thing as if someone would save her. Sob, sob. And you fear it? A killer like yourself? No, No killer. I thought I made that perfectly clear. Oh, the boys' hostel again. How awful. Cronaway laughed mockingly. I refuse to be talked down by something that doesn't exist. I don't exist? How so? You're a dream. You're a fragment of my imagination. You're nothing. How rich. I'm a nothing. Smacked Crawl so hard that the redhead twisted and fell. Does that feel like nothing to you, you little fool? Does it? The word fool is too nice of a word for you. In fact, there is no word strong enough to describe what you are. I can overpower you if I wanted to. You know that? Maybe I am a dream, but this is a dream that has a bullet with your name on it, and it's out to kill you. That is, if you're such a good little boy like your mother wanted you to be. You never loved her, though, did you? It was only a tactic of survival. You're living on the homicidal side of McCrow's suicidal story. How rich indeed. You... Cromwell raised his knife. If you drop the knife, you won't have your stomach acid on the floor. Cronaway held the sickle to Crawl's unguarded stomach, ready to cut through him. Crawl dropped the knife. I told you to be a good boy, but did you listen? Now listen to me. Take the pretty little movie to McCurl's so you can talk about how awful her acting was. Okay, go on now. You watch Crawl crawl to the VCR and push the eject button. Crawl turned around. Relieved to see Cronaway is gone. Glad he's gone, if you were here in the first place. Window shower behind him. Was that just now? Oh, heck, I'll just rub him out before he could see what broke the window. Entered the apartment room to see McCurl curled in a fetal position next to Hugh, who was whispering something to her and shaking her. Yeah, what's... Crawl stopped. I don't know, she's just losing it. He shook her. Come on, lady, snap out of it. She finally spoke. I need to remove it. What? Crawl here said a decision. She rolled to her feet and ran into the bathroom. The two stared at the door in silence. To their horror, all they heard was McCurl scream. Okay, either she's torturing herself in there or she's masturbating really hard, he growled. Knock on the door and try and go in and see if she's alright. Okay. Cromwell walked to the door, and after a moment's hesitation, he knocked on the door as he shook the knob. It was locked. McCurl? What's going on in there? The door suddenly swung open. McCurl came out with what looked like a bloody mollusk in her arms. She cradled it for a while before she leaned on Cromwell. She let the thing slide into Cromwell's hands as she whispered, I removed it. I am free. What is it? Cromwell whispered back. Looked down at the object McCurl slid in his hands. There he saw what looked like a fetus. He looked down and saw a bloody mess over where McCurl's womb would be. She cut herself open and... Oh my god. Crawl fainted. I'm not owned by any man anymore. I hope to God, I hope she understands that will never be anymore. Girl, god damn it, what the fuck is wrong with you? There's abortionists all over the place and you can go to any time for the same shit. You go there on your own time. But look what you did. You scared the shit out of Chroma, he growled. Wasn't it worth it? I won't have to continually be just a lot of frustrations. I won't have to be a part of a parasite with no love. That's all. She laid down on the floor. I won't be owned by any man anymore. She put a hand on the tape crawl drop. When I feel better, let's watch a movie, shall we?